So now for the big game. The 49ers are playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'll give a few of my thoughts, but I want to hand it over to the 49ers fan Jay and the Steelers fan Paul to get this one going. Like, what are your views for this game? What a game to start off week 1. So yeah, I guess Paul, do you want to start off?
Sure. This is, I mean, in one way, I couldn't wish for a better home opener. Like, what a test against this team, especially this team, come against our second-year quarterback and our newly, apparently reformed O-line. So what a test to start with. Jeez. However, the Steelers have quietly had a pretty good offseason.
They have.
With a few key additions. The O-line, like I said, is improved. They do have one problem, though, the Steelers, and that is the offensive coordinator. He is still employed. God knows how he is still employed. But this guy, hopefully Pickett, can change the plays at the line.
Win despite
if he can't change the plays at the line, he is trying to play quarterback with one hand tied behind his back. And against the 49ers with a newly re-signed Nick Bosa, that is a problem. It's a significant problem.
Has anyone, either of you heard, is Bosa going to play? Is he likely to play?
Bosa is going to play, and Bosa's going to play, and Shanahan is not going to restrict his snaps.
Cool. So go on, Paul.
And we've got a new rookie left tackle, and Bosa's ambidextrous, so we'll rush from either side. So good luck, Steelers O-line.
Yeah.
No, the game. Like, I mean, I want to go with the Steelers, but just realistically, with my head, this is going to be a defensive struggle where, like, there's two key matchups in this game for me. It's the Steelers pass rush against the Niners O-line. The Niners O-line has problems, and the Steelers pass rush is the best part of our team. So that we need to cause Brock problems. And the Niners play calling against the Steelers defensive scheme. So how are you going to scheme up your runs against our defense? Like, we want to blitz, and we want to play man-to-man coverage. But if you can run on us, like, the Steelers get gashed in the run game quite often. And that's where I think the Niners win this game.
That's going to be a big concern with Shanahan's offense.
Yeah, I've got a very low-scoring game. I've got it like 18-15 Niners.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Right.
I think you made a lot of good points, Paul, and I do think the key matchup is going to be can the Steelers stop this Shanahan run game? But I definitely have a lot of questions. You know, Nick Bosa hasn't had an off season. Basically, he's been working out by himself. That in itself is a risk to then play a full game in 4 days' time. We also have Brock's injury. You know, by all accounts, in the short series that he's had in the preseason, he looks good. Like, he looks healthy. But we got to see how this elbow, you know, can manage a full game now. And if this was week 10, if this was week 16, I would have honestly no hesitation, and I would tell you the 49ers will win this game. But it's week 1. And the only thing I'm grateful for is that we are not overwhelming favourites. We are just a 3-point favourite, which on the road in itself does say, you know, we are strong favourites, at least in Vegas's eyes. But let's take a little trip down memory lane with favourites. Let's go back 2 years ago. The Steelers were going into the Bills and no one gave them a shot. And who won that game? The Steelers. The Steelers then went into the Bengals' house in week 1 last year, and no one gave them a shot. And who won that game? The Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm going to make this very, very simple. The Steelers start seasons very strong. The Niners start seasons very slow. So I'm going to pick the quote-unquote upset this week, and I'm going to say that the Steelers win a very close, low-scoring game. The Niners start slow, but they finish very strong.
With a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, I think this game, like as a Steelers fan and like yourself as a Niners fan, I'm fascinated to watch this game because I want to see our O-line against your D-line, and you want to see your O-line against our D-line. That's how our season's going to be set up. If our O-line can protect against your pass rush and vice versa, we're going to have a very nice.
We're golden.
We're good.
That's going to be a game that has to be on for every play. That's like, might have red zone on, but you've got to have that game on next to red zone. You can't. Every game is going to tell you a lot about both teams the season ahead in terms of where they are. The matchups are going to be great. Yeah, it's so hard to bet against Tomlin. He's one of the best coaches in NFL history, not just in the NFL right now, in history. Like, his record is insane. And his teams are always ready. Always ready. As you touched upon, Jay, week 1, the last, 2 years, they've upset teams. Last year, they had so much disrespect throughout the whole year. And they kept on they piled up a fair few wins that I didn't see happening, to be honest with you, with the roster. I really struggled with my pick, but I'm going with the 49ers. I think the buzz in the dressing room, both are coming back. I get that he's not been with the team for a while. He's a power. Him and his brother, they're very shrewd businessmen. They know how to maximize their money, but they don't. They give you everything. They don't take their position for granted. They will be in shape. I have no doubt that he's kept in great shape all summer. I think he will be able to come in and play the whole game. I don't think there's going to be any restrictions, and he's just going to cause havoc. I do think your wide receiver quarterback combo this year is going to be good. I actually thought the quarterback was going to be shocking. I really didn't like him the first few games last year when I saw him. Off season, end of last year, and the regular season, I saw something there that I didn't think I would see. So it'd be interesting to see how he does. But man, first game against that D, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes week 1, that's for sure. I'm going with the 49ers.
It's funny how the Lions finished so strong and they got all the hype, but the Steelers finished in exactly the same way. And, I think a lot of that was the fact that Pickett became the starter and TJ Watt returned. And, you look at TJ Watt's record the Steelers' record when TJ Watt plays, when he doesn't, it's night and day. So I think Paul, it suits you and the Steelers to go under the radar, and let the Lions have all the limelight as the team coming up.
Good luck to the Lions. I say, good luck to them. They've done very little in their history to deserve it, and good luck to them. We are in a loaded division. Yeah, the Ravens and the Bengals, and even the Browns. We don't even know who.
Browns aren't going to be an easy team. Yeah, it's your division is probably behind the AFC East. Is probably the second hardest division in the league, just off the top of my head. But yeah,
Howland's off the charts. talent is off the charts, and
It
the
does.
X factor in your division is Deshaun Watson.
Can you believe we spoke about 49ers and Pittsburgh, and it was only right at the end that we actually brought up TJ Watt? Like,
Yeah.
And and it's not because I underrate him. Like, I just take him for granted. Like, I remember watching
How great he is. Yeah.
Yeah, you watched JJ all them years, and thought, well, if he could be half as good as JJ, he's going to be really impressive. Like, he's even better. He's much better than that. He is getting to that level of being as good as JJ. Maybe already there, depending on who you ask. I don't think he's there yet, personally, but I don't think he's
not quite prime JJ Watt. I mean, prime JJ Watt. Whew.
He's not far.
So we have
this everything.
Matchup, the Steelers-Niners matchup. We have the two previous defensive players of the year on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
Good luck. This will be a war. This will be a war.
It's going to be proper football. Like, I love defense. You know, it's always, that's what I love watching. The 49ers Seahawks games of the past, the Ravens Steelers games of the past, when they're AFC championships, NFC championships. Like, that is it. Blood and guts, everything left on the field. I love watching the Rams Chiefs when it was, what was it? I can't remember now, like 58-61 or whatever, a few years back. Like, that was awesome, but
nothing beats a 9-6.
Yeah. Oh man, it is. But the college game. But